Alright, so now we are in Chapter 5.5. What we're going to do is work some problems from the chapter review on page 422. Let's start on here, number 58. The instructions say simplify each expression, where it says x to the 18th power divided by x to the 3rd power. Remember, the rule is to keep the base if they're like bases. So these are like bases, and the base is x, so I'm going to keep the x, and then you subtract the exponents. So 18 minus 3. And it comes out to be 18 to the 15th power. So since we're dividing like bases, the rule is to keep the base and subtract the exponents. Alright, let's move on down to number 61. It says 400x to the 0 power. Well, let's recall that anything raised to the 0 power is 1. So now you need to figure out what is a thing, as in the base, that's being raised to the 0 power. The only thing that has a power of 0 is x, so only the piece in red is going to be 1. So I still have this 400, and then the piece in red has become 1, so then 400 times 1 is 400. So again, we need to be careful on who's actually being raised to the 0 power. In this case, it was just x, so only the piece in red was 1, and the 400 was still on the outside. Alright, let's keep going. Let's look at number 63. And it says, parentheses, negative 3 divided by 2y to the 6th power, all raised to the 4th power. Okay? So again, let us recall that, let's say it this way. Who's being raised to the 4th power? Everything's being raised to the 4th power, right? Everything that's in this parentheses is raised to the 4th power. So what we're going to do is take each piece and raise it to the 4th power. So it becomes negative 3 to the 4th, divided by 2 to the 4th, y to the 6th to the 4th. Okay? And then we can use our calculator to do negative 3 to the 4th. I believe it is positive 81. Verify with your calculator so if you agree with me. 2 to the 4th, again, we can use our calculators, and it comes out to be 32. And then y to the 6th, all to the 4th. So this takes you back to chapter 5.3, when you have a base raised to a power, raised to another power. The rule is that you multiply the powers. Keep the base and multiply the powers. So it becomes y to the 24th. And I actually need to go back and check this. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2, 4, 8, 16. Not 32. Okay, so let's go over that again. Since all of this is raised to the 4th power, you're going to take each piece and raise it to the 4th power. So negative 3 to the 4th, 2 to the 4th, y to the 6th power to the 4th. And then you can use the calculator for these pieces. And y to the 6th raised to the 4th. Well, the rule is that you keep the base, which is the y, and you multiply the powers. And you end up with 81 divided by 16y to the 24th. And you can leave the answer just like that. Okay, so now let's jump on down to number 68. And it says divide and check each answer. We're just going to divide. So we have 27 x to the 3rd y squared minus 9x squared y minus 18xy squared, all divided by 3xy. Okay, so we have the polynomial up top being divided by 3xy. Since it's dividing the entire thing, we can divide each piece by 3xy. So I have 27 x to the 3rd y squared divided by 3xy minus 9x squared y divided by 3xy minus 18xy squared divided by 3xy. And then from here, we're just going to divide our monomials together, right? Recall the rule is to divide the coefficients into each other. So 27 divided by 3 is 9. And then x to the third divided by x. Well, the rule is to keep the base, which is the x, and subtract the exponents. Remember that this is a 1 down here. So 3 minus 1 is 2. And then y squared divided by y is just y. Minus, again, let's do the same thing. We get 3x. This time our y's cancel out. And then the last piece is minus 6. Our x's cancel out and we're left with y. So we have 9x squared y minus 3x minus 6y. Alright, this concludes the video for chapter 5.5. Please let me know if you have any questions.